Please, Vivo, can we see the right stuff?
Yes, we can.
Hello.
Hello, sir. We can
All right.
see it.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So the presentation is clear, right?
It's tiny actually. Maybe you can make
Is
it
it
a
clear?
landscape if that will work, sir.
All right.
Okay, I
Is
think
it better?
yes, it's better, sir.
All right. Thank you. Okay. I'm Barnabas. I use that same permission, you know, our lead or the host was trying to call Ayubake for me and she couldn't really get too tight. So she just concluded giving me Barnabas. And Ayubake for me to Barnabas. So I thank you for the privilege. Sustainable future in Nigeria youth as catalyst for sustainable development. Presentation by Barnabas Ayubake Commission, founder and CEO, Mathematics. You know, the things law points that. So I'll be taking us through the economic aspect. So I'll be talking on youth as catalyst for economic or business sustainability. I believe other speakers will be able to touch other aspects as well. Okay, I have some certain words. I, I brought out some certain words and I called them watchwords. They are indicators. I called them watchwords. If you are with a pen, you can be taking note of these things. By the pen, you ask questions, you, you by shouting. So tonight I'll be taking us through the economic aspect. You know, sustainable sustainability is a very broad word that has so many subtopics. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, we can.
So I'll be taking us.
I can hear you.
Right. So I'll be talking on youth as catalysts for economic sustainability. So I brought out some keywords I call indicators. So these indicators, they are watchwords that we're playing with. One of the words I brought out is youth. Youth means the time between childhood and adulthood. That is not what I want to really play with. Or in the time of life when one is young. Yes, I know this one. We are playing this one. Youth is the time of life when one is young. You are young, I am young. So we are still youth. We are youths. We are still in that class. I will come and play with this after now. Catalyst in this context means a system or medium that causes or provokes change. We still have catalysts in biology and the medical field. It's not that one we're talking about. In this context, means a system or medium that causes or provokes change. Please, if you miss these indicators, I think you will miss the main conversation. Sustainable is the ability to maintain or support a process over time. Sustainable is the ability to maintain or support a process over time, while development is a process that creates growth, brings in progress, and positive changes. So, from our watchwords, the indicators, we can achieve this definition for our conversation. From our watchword, the indicators I just brought, we can achieve this definition for our conversation. Young people, in bracket youths, are systems. The system, I said medium. I said systems, I said that the system can also they call medium. So young people are systems in bracket catalysts that causes a progressive. When we say progressive, is something that you can maintain over time. It's progressive, moving forward, marching on. Sustainable what comes in the development. The time of life when one is young. Catalyst in this context means a system or medium that causes or provokes change. Sustainable is the ability to maintain or support a process over time. Development is a process that creates growth, brings in progress and positive changes. So from our watchwords, we were able to achieve this. We can achieve this definition for our conversation. Young people, known as youths, are systems, catalysts, in bracket, that causes a progressive, the progressive, in bracket, sustainable, positive change.
Kowa dama kamar ya kwanta ya ce ba yau kan yana yi. Yana na go wanda ba da kyau. Wanda ba ta da sai ka abin da kai ma wanda yake da kyau da ci gaba. Amma in dai ka ce kaga wani ina kallon wannan ne kawai nasu. Ni na gane nawa. Haka na kula gane. Magana da kake yi abu gaskiya. To shi ne magana ji.
All right. Can I continue?
Yes.
Hello.
Continue.
Yes, sir. You
Yes.
can continue. Continue.
So I will take us through the economic aspect. When I say economy, the business aspect. So youths as catalyst for economic, in bracket, business sustainability. That's the aspect I'm going to journey us through. But even as we journey through that part, I will still touch some other parts strategically. Youths as catalysts for economy, that is business sustainability. First, what is business sustainability? What is business sustainability? What is business sustainability? Understanding business sustainability requires a good knowledge of general sustainability as well as business and culture in which that particular organization operates. The place of organization, company, community, you can bring in youth. At the end, I will spread it. Get it? Now, the World Council for Economic Development defines sustainability as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. If you look at this definition very well, sorry, there are some parameters or indicators I would love to. It says define sustainability. The World Council for Economic Development defines sustainability as development that meets the needs of the present. Get it? First, they meet the needs of the present, the youth as catalysts. We meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. You're meeting the needs of the people or the nation, the present needs, without causing effects for the coming days. So sustainability, anything that bridges the future of tomorrow, that causes effects, that means it's not observing the sustainable law. Business sustainability involves one, when we are talking about business or economic sustainability, there are some certain things that are involved. First thing is the ability to analyze situations. So first thing is analyzing situations. Please follow me, journey with me. If not, we'll miss it. I don't want to based on who a youth is, what is made up, what youth are being made up of. I believe just those areas are clear. I just have to be analyzing the situation. If you look at the current economy base or the challenges, if you don't analyze them critically, you will pass wrong judgment. And wrong judgment will not give us sustainable progress. So when we are talking about economic sustainability or business sustainability, first thing is proper analyzing situations properly. Second step is action and taking proactive decisions that cut across all business functions and have a measurable impact in the present and future of that business. First, we looked at what sustainability is. We brought in the World Council for Economic Development definition, description of sustainability. Then we are looking at what the things that are involved, the watchword, the indicators that are involved in economic sustainability or business sustainability as youth. And one of the things we have to look at for economic or business sustainability is what? Analyzing situations, analyzing the problems. After analyzing the problems, we take actions, making proactive decisions that cut across all the business or economic functions and have a measurable impact in the present and future of that business. Having understood what sustainability stands for and employing the definition given by World Council for Economic Development, we are making progress. Now, when we talk about sustainable economy or sustainable business practices, there are some pillars that we have to watch. As youth, we must consider those pillars in consideration. If you take these pillars off, there is nothing like economy sustainability any longer. The challenge we are having both in the national and the regional level in our nation currently is because we fail to look at these pillars critically. Are we together? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We are.
There are three pillars of sustainable business practice, or there are three pillars of sustainable economy practice. One of the pillars which we are going to consider, or what some the pillars which we are going to consider are one, economic interest, two, social interest, three, environmental interest. These are the key things that form up a sustainable economy. A sustainable economy. You have to bring in the economic factor, the economic interest, bring in the social factor, the social interest, bring in the environmental factor, the environmental interest. That is when you will be able to, if you should bring these three pillars together, you analyze what you are venturing into critically, and you see that one is suffering loss. Just know that the equation or the product or the solution you are bringing up is not balanced. But if you see that your solution cuts across, causing a positive effect, progressive one across these three pillars, then you know that you are making an impact both in the international, national, and regional level. So the three pillars which we have to consider: economic factor, the social factor, and the environmental factor. So the three pillars, well explained here. The three pillars, three P's of sustainable development. The three pillars of sustainable development is one, business sustainability. we have to consider the economic interest, the social interest, the environmental interest. When we come to the economic interest, we are talking. So business sustainability is about being productive and prosperous. Because without this, your business doesn't survive. So every nation wants to make profit. And they can only make profit when they have progressive minds that are considering these pillars. The second one is about the people, which is the social interest. First, economic interest is about making profit. When these young men venture into the young ones venture into projects that are lucrative, in return, the national purse will boost because all of us pay taxes, either directly or indirectly. But, but if there are no progressive minds handling lucrative ventures, in fact, lack of lucrative ventures is traced to lack of progressive mind. We are used does not mean that everyone will have the ability to venture into things valuable. And people that even and most times people that even carry valuable concepts because they don't understand how to play with these pillars, they fall off along the way. That is why I said here we should consider the economic interest, the social interest, the environmental interest. So any idea you have, any lucrative idea you have to consider these three sectors, analyze it, weigh it. Will this one fit these three areas before you venture in? So when we come to the social interest, we are talking about it is about understanding your stakeholders here, from employees, customers, investors, neighboring communities, and actively engaging them. When we come to the economic interest is about making profit. Social interest is about considering the people, your employees, your customers, your investors, your partners, the neighboring communities, and them, actively engaging them. Then we still have the environmental interest, the environmental factor. There comes in the planet. Using the earth's resources wisely and efficiently with business operations, having minimal, zero, and even positive impact on the environment. There are some sectors that are very lucrative that these young minds, the youth, wish or are already into that are causing harmful disasters, both in the climate, the the territory, and others. But our ability to manage the environmental tools properly balances help in balancing the business or the economy landscape as well. So when we are talking about the environmental interest, we are talking about the planet. When we are talking about the social interest, we are talking about the people, the citizens. When we are talking about the economic interest, we are talking about profit making. So the three pillars of sustainable development, if you want to call or provoke sustainable development, you have to consider these three pillars. I promise that I'll be taking us through the economic angle. So as we progress, I will leave this other sector and move in for the business space alone. So come back to sustainability. An integrated approach to environmental, social, and economic impact issues, both internal and external, lead to long-term sustainable profit growth. Now take off the environmental aspect, take off the social aspect. Let's now focus on the economic aspect as promised. The one circled with the orange color talks about the economy. Now, any economy or business that will some certain things are required of growth. I'm not speaking to us as beginners. I'm speaking to us as people that are already engaged in doing some certain things. So if you are hello,
Out of those people that believe that in my own little way, I should contribute my quota to the economy of Nigeria. So I started my journey as far back as when I was in the university. I just had to buy brooch, earrings, everything that has to do with female fashion, and just bring back to school to sell, to make more money, and just, you know, be those that the economy. Basically, that's just it. It was just for fun. Enjoy doing what I do, and then it just became a business at the long run. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you for answering that question. We'd like to ask you a question on your leadership style. How would you describe your leadership style and how has it evolved over the years? Thank you.
Okay, so I'll say it's a mixture of democratic, laissez-faire, and most recently it has evolved to servant leadership. I believe that at every point, at every stage, you have to take the back seat and watch people do their thing. You can't always micromanage people, especially if you are doing so many things at the same time that need your attention. You can't continue to micromanage people. You just have to make sure that you have the best people at hand that can get the job done. So over the time, like I said, it has evolved. And what I do currently is give people the opportunity to express themselves. So if I'm on top of a project or on top of something, give you the 100% trust to get the job done. However, I know that humans can always be humans. I always have like a plan B to Z, just in case somebody on the team or somebody somewhere messes up. We can always go back and then get the things done. But basically, for me, it's servant leadership. I mean, if you say that you want to help people grow and you don't give them the opportunity or the platform to showcase their talent or their skills, how then are you helping them grow? So So I give you the mandate. I mean, you are free to walk up to me and we can get the job done. But most especially, you are at the forefront for you to shine. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Chika. And okay, not to bore you because of the situation, we know you're communicating with us from the hospital, and we don't want to stress you so much. So please just round up with how you're overcoming challenges, how your biggest challenges, and how you face them through your ventures, through your leadership, stabilities, and everything. Just help us summarize that. Thank you.
Okay, so I would say that because of the industry I play, my biggest challenge. Okay, so I play in the real estate industry. I have my own hair business. I have to mediate between homeowners and people that want to let out and want to get to the place for short lets and also for rentals. So it's quite a lot. Also looking at people that want to do investment in the real estate space. So having to major, I mean, we all know is the issue of the dollar, having to get dollar and buy 1 minute it is this amount. By the time you say you want to change it to send to your supplier, it's another amount. And also some of the government policies. So we had to look back. Earlier this year, we had to step back and say, okay, so how do we want to do some of these things? And so we encouraged our clients to say that, okay, instead of paying us in naira, you can actually pay us in dollar. That actually helps us to send the dollar directly to our suppliers. That is one major thing. Now, somewhere along the line, we all are aware of the band A, band B, band C. Unfortunately for us, we are in the band A. So imagine having to spend maybe a 50,000 naira or a 40,000 naira monthly before to having to spend over 200,000 naira on electricity bill. We don't have to say that, okay, is this sustainable for a business? I don't think it is. Having to understand that there are other operational costs that you would incur. So we had to come up with, okay, let's get an inverter that can power some of these equipment that we use. So number one, first, we tackled the issue of dollar having to pay us in dollar. However, if you want to pay us in naira, we would have to calculate the dollar equivalent at the time of purchase. That is one. Two, the issue of electricity, because we always have almost 24 hours power. We now say that, okay,
Pick it.
we're going to reduce power consumption, switch to inverter, alternate between inverter and electricity. I mean, I'm part of those people that once they're not working in the space, turn off the lights, turn off everything, and we are good. Also, some of the things that also helped us is referral. How then do you have people that say that, okay, I want to sell dollar to you at cheaper rates? Majorly, people as a business person, you have to have the um I say something uh do it excellently but play smart. People would always be at the center of your business. People would always be at the center of your life. Once people would buy you before they buy your products, before they buy your service. So when your name is mentioned in a room, how do you want people to perceive you? How do you want to be perceived? What do you want to be remembered for? Will somebody say, okay, by the virtue of your name, I want to do business with you, or I want you to offer me your service? I mean, I've had to decline so many talking engagements, but I just could not say no to Yetunde because myself and Yetunde have come a very long way relationship wise. So I am here today based on the relationship we built over time. So if we did not have that kind of relationship, I'll easily just say that I'm sorry. I've literally been in the hospital all from last week up until this point. It's easy for me to tell her sorry and give her proof. I mean, she would understand. But because of the relationship we have, and I know that this is very dear to her, I could not say no. I say, okay, you know what? My doctor was not even catch me. I actually locked the door from behind and say, okay, nobody comes to see me right now. Let's get this done, and then we'll come back to getting the injections and all the drips. So build your relationship. Tomorrow, Yetunde becomes the minister for women affairs. I will not have to go through long queue to see her. Maybe not. But I'm sure I can always knock on her door to say that, okay, Madam Minister, ma, this and these are the things I think you should do to make your job easy and make your portfolio very robust and all of that. So in your journey as an entrepreneur, who are the people you are listening to? Who are the people you're serving? Who are the people that you can call all of off your head and they will not even need to charge you a dime and they would come up for you. So in the midst of solving and looking at the challenges, let's also look at the positives. Who are the people in your corner that you can always count on? Who are the people that you can always count on?
Yeah, good evening. I'm online. Okay. Yeah, so hello everyone. My name is Fridwan Balogun, and I'm a passionate advocate for using technology to drive positive change. I am a software engineer and a tech content creator. I write, speak, and work with others to help people and organizations grow and succeed. So I believe in empowering young people to take action and create a better future. Through my blogs and social media contents, I share many ideas, experiences, and insights on how we can work together to make a difference. I'm excited to be speaking with you all today. So this evening, I want to talk about something that is very important for our future, which is sustainable development. As youth, we have the power to shape Nigeria's future, and I want to encourage us to use information technology because that's where I work, that's what I do, to create sustainable future for ourselves and our communities. First, let's define what sustainable development is. It means meeting our needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It's about finding a balance between economic growth, social justice, and environmental protection. Now, let's talk about how IT, information technology, can help us to achieve sustainable development in Nigeria using 5 scenarios. Scenario number one would be e-learning platforms. So imagine having access to quality education through virtual platforms. This reduces the gap in access to education and creates new opportunities for skill development. You can develop educational content, create virtual learning platforms, or you can even become online tutors. For example, there's a guy named today in a village school in Oyo State. He dreams of being an awesome mechanical engineer, but their books are old and they don't even have cool science materials. Now, today, with a virtual learning app, so they can actually explore 3D models that make science fun and chat with online teachers who can help him learn exactly what he needs. So this kind of bridges the gap between schools and lets students get the skills to reach his dream future. Scenario number two, um, Isaiah, could you please mute yourself, please? The second scenario will be digital agriculture. Imagine a future of empowered farmers using data analytics, precision agriculture, digital marketplaces. They can dramatically increase food production while reducing waste and improving livelihoods. This is not just a dream. It's what data-driven solutions for agriculture can bring, from innovation value chains to farm management and sustainability consulting. An example would be a young farmer in Kwara State who uses a mobile application to access real-time weather data, optimizing planting and connecting directly with buyers, boosting profits and cutting out middleman. This is sustainable agriculture in action, empowering communities, maximizing yields, and minimizing environmental impact. So the third scenario I'll give is going to be all about healthcare technology. So imagine a world where telemedicine platforms with AI assisted diagnosis make quality healthcare accessible through digital health records. Here, you could be a young developer creating mobile platforms that bridge healthcare access gaps, or deep dive into health tech by designing medical software or becoming a health tech data analyst. Just like a young developer who designed a platform connecting remote patients with doctors for virtual consultation. So, which means you don't have to be in the same place. So, with IT, you can actually make this happen. So, your innovation could revolutionize healthcare access for undeserved communities. So the fourth scenario I'll be talking about this evening is renewable energy solutions. So a vision using data analytics, AI, Internet of Things, IoT sensors, and AI to optimize renewable energy systems, reduce energy waste, and increase access to clean energy. You can develop innovative solutions for energy management, sustainable infrastructure, and environmental consulting. For example, in bustling Lagos, there is a team of tech service students that develops a solar panel installation program, making clean energy accessible to low-income communities. So this is not just about saving money on electricity bills. Like you don't have to worry about. It's not about I'm on band A or on band C or something. It's all about reducing dependency on fossil fuels and protecting our environment at large. So the last scenario which I'm going to talk about is digital waste management. So picture a future where waste management is optimized through digital platforms, reducing pollution, creating new jobs, and all that. You can develop waste management software. You can create digital marketplaces for recyclables, or you can even become a sustainability consultant, whereby agencies, governments, individuals can consult you, and you are going to provide solutions. A group of young entrepreneurs created a user-friendly app that connects residents with recycling services. This not only tackles the growing waste problem in our cities, but also fosters a culture of environmental responsibility. These are just few examples of how information technology can drive sustainable development in Nigeria. The possibilities are endless. As youths, we have the power to innovate, we have the power to create, and we have the power to lead the way towards a sustainable future. So the question will be, what can you do? The first thing you can do is, number one, you have to educate yourselves, explore the world of IT. There are countless online courses, coding boot camps, and even free online tutorials that can equip you with the skills to build sustainable solutions. Secondly, you have to think local and act global. You have to identify the challenges faced by your community and explore how IT can address them. Is it water scarcity? Is it inadequate waste management? Is it limited access to education? Or is it inadequate healthcare facilities? You have to channel your problem solving skills, tech knowledge that you've actually acquired, to create localized solutions with global impact. And lastly, you have to collaborate and innovate. The power of teamwork is undeniable. You have to form networks, net with fellow young minds, bounce ideas off each other. Collaboration fosters innovation, and innovation is the key to unlocking sustainable future. You have the power to redefine the narrative of Nigeria's development, embrace technology, think creatively, and become the architects of sustainable future. The journey won't be easy, trust me. There will be challenges, but with unwavering determination, collaboration, and a commitment to a greener and healthier Nigeria, we the youth, we can build a legacy that will benefit generations to come, not just our own generation. So let's get started. Let's leverage the power of information technology, IT, and become the architects of a sustainable Nigeria. This is not just a dream. This is just it's a call to action. It's a call to use your skills, your passion, your tech-savvy minds to build a brighter future for yourselves, for your communities, and for our beloved nation. Thank you so much.
Wow,
And
wow,
lastly,
wow.
for
Thank you,
Rigby on
thank you,
any
thank you
social
so
media
much for
platform. All
that.
right,
That
everyone.
is a
You're welcome.
fantastic one. And okay, so that will not waste much of our time. We'd like to have Mr. Mr. Mefeolu Adesanya on the call. So that please, guys, try to put your questions together now so that you can ask them after Mr. Ife Adesanya is speaking. So, Mr. Ife, please, let's have you, please. Thank you very much.
Yes, good evening, everyone. It's great to be here today. I am really, really pleased to be here, and thanks for the other speakers that have spoken. Sincerely, I really do appreciate every one of them. I wouldn't want to actually waste much of our time because we are on a very, very serious time schedule. So I would like to share my slide with you while I quickly go through this. I don't know if we can actually see my slides, just to be sure.
Yes, we can,
Okay.
sir.
We
Yeah.
can,
Thank
sir.
So I'm actually going to be talking about the aspect of the education, and I'm very, very pleased that everybody on this call is actually a change maker because everything in life, wherever we have gotten to today, it is based on the education that we have had one way or the other. So let's quickly go through it. My introductory part is just to let us know that Nigerian youth population is a very powerful force of change, and we can see that the total number of youths that we have in Nigeria currently are more than we can say we have the greatest number of youths available in the world right now. And it is very, very important that we make sure that the youths of nowadays are more educated, they are more aware of things that are going on in the country and how things can be done, not just only in Nigeria, but also in the whole world at large. And it is very, very important to see that education and awareness program is a very, very vital way for us to grow ourselves. Now, before I go further, I would want us to talk about what is education. And I stated what is education in just these four aspects. And if we look thoroughly, education is just in these four aspects. The first one is knowledge transmission. The second one is skill development. The third one is character building. And the fourth one is lifelong learning. Some years back, I was actually opportuned to go for a course on curriculum development. And while I was having the course on curriculum development, it dawned on me that education has gone a very long way, and it needs to understand that we need to transition from the normal traditional education method to the more realistic education method. And in this aspect, we need to understand that education is all about competency. When we talk about competency, it has to be about the knowledge sharing. After you've been able to get the knowledge has been transmitted to you, you need to transition that knowledge into a skill, and which is something that is actually causing issue right now in our university sector. The knowledge we are getting from the educational sector right now is not something we can easily transform into a skill. And the last part is the aspect of the character building, which is also the one for the attitude. Very, very importantly, we all need to know that attitude is something that is very, very important in nowadays skill. People tend to look at education outside of, "Oh, once I get the knowledge, once I get the skills, yes, I'm good." But attitude is something that helps us to make sure that the education, the knowledge, and the skill that we have had is going to make solidify. And we can also hear that from our past speakers. If you have listened to all the speakers that we had earlier, you would see that they are not only disseminating knowledge, they have also built a level of attitude that they have cultivated over the years that has developed them to who they are right now. To go further, we'll be going into education as for sustainability, and we'll be looking at these four major aspects of education as education for sustainability. Now, we know very well that we have the formal education, we have the informal education, and also the skill development, which is the aspect I major in. And also we have the community engagement and the action. Then we also have the fostering innovation and green career. We are going to be looking at this critically one after the other, and for us to be able to boost ourselves and for us to be able to know that education plays a vital role in sustainability. Going on further to formal education, like I said earlier, I was very opportune to be involved in curriculum development for a field called office administration. And I was able to see that many of what we have today is not really the way it is supposed to be. We do not build our educational system in the aspect that we need to look at what is the need of the general public in this field that we are looking into. We just go to school, at the end of the day we come back, and at the end of the day we are doing something else entirely from what we have been expected to do. And it is very, very important for us to know that the curriculum needs to be properly integrated as we are speaking right now, because we need to now look at some of the issues that are very fundamental right now, and that is going to be able to help us to be able to have a sustainable future. One of it is this environmental issue. I'm sure that recently we can see that the amount of flooding going on right now is something that is very, very worthy of raising alarm about. What are we doing in the educational space to integrate this into our curriculum development? How are we facing environmental issues? We have the issue of we have very various environmental issues going on right now. Also, we need to look into renewable energy. For everybody, we can say that what is going on right now in Nigeria, one of the issues we are having is energy. Electricity has been fluctuating there and there. Some aspects, some parts are having electricity, some parts are not having electricity. It is very, very important for us to know that we need to include this aspect of renewable energy into our curriculum so that we can have a very good curriculum that is built to address the needs of our youth. When we talk about people going into entrepreneurship, definitely you need energy. When you talk about people going into any aspect, be it the policy aspect of it, we need energy. Also, we need to look into the aspect of sustainable agriculture. I do tell there is something in your in there is an adage that says that when the food has left the problem of one, I may not be saying it very well because it's actually a Yoruba adage. It says when a food has left a problem, that it means that the other issues are going to be solved. And we can see that looking at what is even going on in Nigeria right now, it is time for us to open up our eyes to see that sustainable agriculture is the next step we need to go into. We need to start looking at how we want to start planting something for us to feed on, because it is actually when you feed on something that you can say, yes, I want to start thinking properly. Without food in our stomach, you know that we would not be able to perform very well. And it is time for us to look into that area of sustainable agriculture. And the last but not the least in this aspect is the aspect of responsible waste management. I do tell people we need to know that Nigeria itself cannot grow without that knowledge that we have in the past. I think it became a tradition. When we are in the public transport and we buy something we chew, we just tend to throw it outside the window. No, we need to properly integrate this into the education sector in Nigeria as we speak. Secondly, we need to look at project-based learning. This is something we need to adopt in Nigeria, which is really affecting our educational sector. When you look at other countries, the educational sector of the developed countries, they are actually developing their students based on projects. You see them have a project, they tell you, okay, go and do this, go and do that. How many of our children, how many of our younger ones, even we ourselves, is having going for a course and then telling us that, okay, this is the project we need to do, this is something we need to do, and the project needs to address the issues that are going on. And this is going to need this is going to need us to be able to research. We need to design and also implement solutions to the locally sustainable challenges that we are having. I'm sure we must have heard about the SDG goals. These are sustainable development goals that are out there for us to solve. And to be able to have this project-based learning done, we need to have various skills such as critical thinking. It needs to be imbibed in us. Also, the aspect of problem solving. Many a times we wake up and then we say, we are looking for ideas. We want to have ideas that is going to transition us from who we are, but we lack that issue of problem solving skills. When we cannot even think critically, when we do not have things that is helping us think critically, how do we want to create solutions to problems? We have various issues right now that is happening, but how do we want to make sure that we are solving these issues? So it is very, very important that for us to be able to go into to be able to be sustainable in the future, we need this project-based learning to be done. And last but not the least, which is just like a summary of the aspect of the formal education, is the specialized courses. I tell people, like, we need to go back. See, this thing starts from us. I tell people education starts from the home, and that is when we'll get into the informal education. Education starts from where you are seated right now, where you are right now. What is going on in your community? What is going on where you are right now? And that is why we still need, like I said, integrating the aspect of the issue of environmental science, sustainable development. How many of our primary school students, primary school pupils, know what is even called sustainable development goals? How many of them? And it is very, very important that we put this. I was actually discussing with the our moderator, the person of my leader, Yetunde tonight. We were discussing and we were saying that yes, we have business studies while we were in school. How many people, how many of our pupils, how many of our students, how many of we ourselves properly understands the fundamental of how to establish a business. This is aspect of formal education. We need to imbibe this into our curriculum. Now, moving on further, let's look at the aspect of informal education. And this is, I would say, I'm both in the aspect of the informal and formal education because I actually am a TVET, that is technical vocational education training um, experts. And one thing I realized was when people hear about technical vocational education, the next thing they look at them is they are illiterate. But do we know that education sector is transitioning soon? Even the public sector is actually transitioning, and we need to imbibe the knowledge of knowing that we need more workshop, we need more trainings, we need more mentorship programs, and we need more online learning platform. I tell people, how many of us go into online learning platforms to look at what we need to be able to solve problem? I'll quickly round up now. In the aspect of community engagement, we need more youth-led initiative. We need people that would go into the advocacy and public change sector. Like something I'm even working on right now is the aspect of our curriculum. I'm really trying my best to work into it and make sure that our curriculum needs to be addressed. Also, we need citizen science programs, and these are some of the initiatives that is going to help us to develop ourselves very well. And lastly, the aspect of fostering innovation and green career. It is very, very important for us to develop green business incubation center that will provide our young entrepreneurs with resources that they would need to support themselves, to launch and scale themselves. Also, we need the aspect of sustainable innovation challenge. We have some of these programs online, and I will tell us that we ourselves need to sit down, look into this sector, and look at how we ourselves can harness this aspect of it. Also, we need to look into the skill gap analysis sector. What we need to do is we need to conduct a research that would identify the skill gaps that are needed for green job markets. The world is going green, whether we like it or not. We just need to understand that the world is really going green. So we need people that would be ready to design programs that will equip our youth with skills that is needed to strive in this develop in their emerging career. And I would like to tell us in summary that as youth, we need to think. We need to be forward thinkers. We need to be able to take actions for ourselves. We need to be able to think about what is needed for generations to come, not just for us, for generations that are coming. And it is very, very important that there is currently a need for us to invest in education and awareness program as we are speaking right now, because whatever we do now is what the younger generations will come to meet. Thank you very much for the opportunity, my able leader. Thank you very much, everyone.
All right, thank you so much. And sincerely, I must tell you that you will confirm that these people are loaded and they are giving us hot back to back. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for everyone that has spoken. Please, if you have a question before this call goes off, quickly ask the question. I sent a WhatsApp link for us to join. If you have not joined the WhatsApp group, please join the WhatsApp group because we want to bring this discussion beyond this space so that we can prepare for more other opportunities that will be coming in. So that I would even share some of the contact of the speaker so that some of you that want to connect with them can easily do that and go make the connection go beyond this space. So please, there is an attendance on the chat box too. Please kindly fill the attendance because this is the only way we can you can access your certificate for attending this class today. You can bring the question to the WhatsApp. Are you on the WhatsApp group?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we'll bring the questions on the WhatsApp group because this call will be closing out soon. But before we move, I want you to please help me give a virtual clap for every speaker that has spoken here today. Please help me appreciate them. I want you to give them all the emojis, beautiful emojis that you can give them. This is a fantastic one, and I can't, I'm short of words, but I would just say thank you to every one of them because they can choose to not be here at this moment. They could choose to be somewhere else, but they choose to be here and be with us and share their ideas with us. This is fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Ridwan. Thank you, Mr. Felua. Thank you, Mr. Barnabas. Thank you, Chika Ibubo, my sweet babe. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Despite the fact that you're in an hospital bed, you still find time to be here. Thank you so much. And I want to thank everyone of you for taking out your time to be here at this moment. Yes, we have a lot of things to do, and we have hundreds of participants that actually registered for this call, but we are having I think less than 30 of us here right now. And that is how it happens. But I think we just have to continue to encourage ourselves. We youth, we should stop complaining. We should start bringing out solutions that can help the nation. Yes, the government does this, that, does that, but they can't do it alone. We are part of the government. We are the government. We are the one making the laws. Yes, they make the laws and that suits them, but we should also do things that would also make us and comfortable in our own way and other things. Please and please, I want to beg us, let's try as much as possible to be an active citizen, be a change maker. Be a change maker in your community, in your home, in every vicinity, so that you can be proud that, okay, even if the government is not doing this, yes, I can beat my chest that, yes, I've been able to impact people, I've been able to do this and do that in my community. So please, guys, I want you to give a round of applause for yourself for being here today. Thank you so much. And I would like us to please and please fill the attendance form. It is very, very important because it is from the form that you can get your e-certificate and to just let us know that you actually attended this call this evening. Please do well to do that. It is very, very important. If you have not done that, I will try to send the link again so that we can actually fill it before this calls end. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Let's continue our good work, positive impact as we are doing it, and we'll continue our call on WhatsApp. So I am going to be sharing the speakers' contacts so that you can follow them on their social media handles and also connect with them in different diverse ways. As you can help them, they can also help you in your businesses, in your personal life, and in your business. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful evening. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Despite the glitch, you still stay with me. I'm so happy. It's a privilege. Thank you, everyone. Adinka, you are raising up your hands. Was that a mistake? All right. Thank you, everyone, guys. Please let's connect on WhatsApp while I share other information, necessary information there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.